Have you ever had a dream so big it kept you awake at night? Yet the next morning you did nothing about it. You told yourself, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow came and went. Then another tomorrow. Before long, weeks passed, and that dream was still sitting exactly where you left it, inside your head. You are not alone. Millions of people carry incredible ambitions within them. They want to write a book, transform their body, start a business, learn a new language, or build something meaningful. Yet instead of taking action, they find themselves scrolling endlessly on their phones or spending hours doing things that do not move them forward. So why does this happen? Is it because you are lazy? Absolutely not. Laziness is not a personality trait. It is a pattern of behavior, and patterns can be changed. What is really happening is something deeper. When a goal feels massive and overwhelming, your brain naturally tries to steer you away from it. Your mind is designed for survival and comfort. Difficult or unfamiliar tasks can feel like a threat, so your brain pushes you toward easier activities instead. That is why scrolling social media or watching videos often wins against sitting down to start something meaningful. Think about it. You want to save money, but imagining cutting out everything you enjoy feels suffocating. You want to get healthier, but picturing yourself running 5 miles every day makes the goal feel exhausting before you even begin. The problem is not your desire. The problem is the size of the task in your mind. The good news is that you can outsmart this mental trap. Step 1. Make the task so small that your brain does not resist it. Big goals create fear. Small steps create momentum. Think about climbing a mountain. No one instantly appears at the summit. Every climber takes one step, then another, until they reach the top. Your goals work the same way. If you want to write a book, do not think about the 200 pages ahead of you. That thought alone can stop you before you begin. Instead, commit to writing just one sentence today. One sentence. Tomorrow, maybe 2. Soon you will be writing paragraphs without even realizing how the habit formed. If you want to learn the guitar, do not try to master an entire song on the first day. Learn a single chord. Let your fingers get comfortable. Over time, 1 chord becomes 3, and eventually those chords become full songs. The secret is simple. Stop chasing perfection and start chasing progress. Every small action you take is a vote for the person you are becoming. Tiny steps may seem insignificant, but they accumulate into powerful results over time. Not overnight, but inevitably. And inevitably is enough. Step 2. Stop relying on willpower and start building routines. Willpower is unreliable. It fades as the day goes on. Every decision you make drains a little bit of mental energy. By the evening, your motivation is often at its lowest, which is why distractions and bad habits tend to show up at night. Instead of depending on motivation, create systems that work automatically. Routines remove the need to decide. When a behavior becomes automatic, you stop debating whether you should do it. You simply do it. For example, if you want to exercise regularly, place your workout shoes next to your bed the night before. When your alarm goes off and you see them, the decision has already been made. You just put them on. Think of routines like training wheels on a bicycle. At first, they provide support and stability. Eventually, the behavior becomes natural and effortless. Start small. Maybe you write a short to-do list every morning before checking your phone. Maybe you drink a glass of water as soon as you wake up. These tiny habits may seem simple, but they build structure and momentum throughout your day. Over time, small disciplines practiced consistently become the foundation of extraordinary results. Step 3. Use the 2-minute rule to defeat procrastination. The hardest part of any task is starting. Most people do not fail because they lack talent. They fail because they never begin. So here is a simple rule. Commit to doing something for just 2 minutes. Want to build a reading habit? Read 1 page. Want to clean your room? Start with 1 small corner. Want to exercise? Do a few minutes of stretching. 2 minutes, that is all. Once you begin, something powerful happens. Momentum takes over. It is like pushing a heavy ball toward the edge of a hill. The first push requires effort, but once the ball starts rolling, gravity helps it continue. Action creates more action. You can also reinforce this habit by rewarding yourself for starting, not just finishing. After those 2 minutes, do something small that feels positive. Play your favorite song, make a cup of tea, or step outside for fresh air. When your brain connects starting a task with a good feeling, it becomes far easier to begin again next time. Here is something important to remember. Every person you admire once stood exactly where you are now. Successful entrepreneurs, athletes, authors, and creators all began with uncertainty and doubt. The difference is simple. They took one small step anyway. Your dreams are not waiting for you to become fearless. They are waiting for you to act despite the fear. Think of your ambition like a small spark. At first, it might barely glow, but every small action you take adds fuel to that spark. Over time, that tiny flicker can grow into something powerful and unstoppable. And when you fail, because everyone fails at some point, do not quit. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the path that leads to it. Every mistake teaches you something. Every setback strengthens your ability to keep going. So if you have big dreams but struggle to act on them, remember this simple formula. First, break your goals into the smallest possible steps. Second, replace willpower with routines that support your progress. Third, use the 2-minute rule to eliminate the resistance of starting. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait until you feel ready. Choose one goal. Take one small action today. Your future self will thank you for it. Because success is not built through giant leaps. It is built through small, consistent steps taken day after day. So start now. Your dreams are waiting.